Yes, now on my show and podcast, I'm really delighted to invite my next special guest. We have Kele Le Roc, who is a well-known musician in her own right and has been very successful over the years. She's back with a brand new song, which you may know, it's well known, but she's putting her own reimagination on it. But first, before we chat about that, I just want to say welcome to my show. How is life treating you today?
Life is great. I can't complain. I'm really good. Always working, always busy. I'm surrounded by beautiful, kind, loving people. So yeah, win-win.
That's good to hear. And firstly, taking the path into the arts or the music world, was that something you always, wanted to do deep down, when you're in school and you had like music classes? Did you feel that was where your passion belonged to?
So, when I was 3 years old, my mum saw me trying to emulate the Nicholas brothers watching a musical, and she sent me dance school. So I went dance school from the age of 3. So it was always something that I was very focused on, like the creative, like dancing, singing, that kind of thing.
Brilliant. So, what that was the springboard which got to where you are now, would you say?
Yes, 100%. Yes. As my mum always
Lovely.
said, where's all my money for dancing school?
And on to today. One of the reasons I wanted to get you on my show was to chat about your new single called Creep. Of course,
Mhm.
was a hit for Radiohead in the 90s. But I just wanted to ask you what can the listeners expect from your reinterpretation of this track?
Um, I've always loved the record, and I remember seeing Radiohead perform it many years ago on Raw Soup, and I just thought it was just such a hauntingly beautiful song. Um, and I think I've still encapsulated that essence of it. Also, obviously, that spills over into the short horror movie that accompanies it, but also given it its own spin, and it's very now. Um, it's kind of electro rock kind of. But the listeners will have to check it out to see what I mean. But the one thing I am really, really proud of as well is the short horror movie, which I think accompanies it beautifully, and it's so well done. I'm really proud of it.
Lovely. So, like the music video, or as you
Yes,
say, the short movie, that just gave it that extra
Mm.
lit elevation.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Lovely. And I've had a listen to Creep myself. It's lovely for this time of year as well, because when you've got like John Lewis adverts, it's always had that kind of haunting, feel about it in places. And you also put your soulful R&B sound into it as well.
Yes, yes, I did.
And what was the experience recording Creep, the making of this record and working with like-minded individuals?
To be honest, I'd been singing it. So I've got my own residential night that I do with my band in Mayfair every Wednesday. And I'd been singing it down there from time to time, and it went down really, really well. And I was really loving it. So I'd already like tested the waters, so to speak. So when it came to record it, it was easy because I've sung it so many times now. It's part of me.
Oh, wonderful. Because you always hear about people like recording a track and they manage to do it in just like one take.
I wouldn't say it was one take, but it was definitely a really quick session because, like I say, I'd been singing it, so I knew the song inside out, and I knew exactly how I wanted to interpret it in this record.
That's good. And what do you hope will resonate most with the audience on this a single? For example, is there like a message in the song the listener can relate or connect with in your version?
There's definitely a message in the video, aka the short horror movie. And the irony is, we did use AI, obviously, to make the video because there's some spectacular parts in there that you wouldn't be able to do without a huge budget if AI wasn't present. But also, the message is, we have to, be really mindful of what we're allowing, to come in because yes, whilst it's all controlled and it's all helpful and it's all good now, people are already having, people use AI to pretend it's their voice or deep faking their face. So we have to get legislation in place, not just as human beings and creatives, but just overall, like to just kind of protect ourselves because once AI becomes autonomous, God knows, Terminator, iRobot, I see it all happening.
Yes. I was actually chatting to someone last night in the pub, and amazing how technology has shifted so much in the last 50 years. 50 years is such a small time scale in the
I know,
whole
I
of
know.
whole of the universe. And yes, with Creep as well, it certainly does seem to portray that
Yeah,
message.
yes, 100%.
And what's it like hearing, when you've been told people have heard your music on the radio or playlists or, just from general day-to-day activities?
What's it? What? Sorry,
Yeah,
what's the
what's it
question?
like when people give you feedback, when they hear your music on
I
the
know,
radio?
I love getting feedback, even constructive criticism, because it all contributes to just making it better or making you better. So no, I always love getting feedback. I love meeting people. I love taking pictures. I love doing all that stuff.
Oh, that's what it's about. And do you feel this song really showcases like your vocal range? I know I mentioned like your R&B soulful.
Oh, 100%. I sung my little heart out. 100%.
Mm. And here's a bit of a multiple choice question. What do you enjoy the most? You can choose all three if you like. Do you like writing, recording, practicing, or playing live? Which out of them is more kind of
Oh,
your
I love
passion?
creating. So I love being in the studio and creating, and I love performing. Those are my two
Ah,
favorites.
that's great. And who have been like, say, your influences and inspirations, over the decades, and who do you listen to at the moment?
I'm a big Prince fan, so I love Prince. He's like my favorite all time. But I have a really diverse like spectrum of people that I like to listen to. So I love like the obvious stuff like Beyonce, Madonna, Stevie Wonder, Shaka Khan, that kind of stuff. But I also love like Fleetwood Mac. Like I've been listening to them a lot lately, and also I've been listening to a lot of the Bee Gees at the moment. I love the Bee Gees. So yeah, I just love listening to good music.
Great.
I'm not really genre specific or like era specific. If it's good, I'll enjoy it. You
Yeah.
know.
So like sometimes like for me, I just have like a rack of CDs and I think, oh yeah, we'll listen to that today, where the mood
Yeah.
takes you. That's lovely. And with Creep as well, will this lead on to more further singles, say in 2026?
I've got a new album coming for 2026. So it's a full live album with my band. So I'm looking forward to that coming out. I don't have a date as yet, but we're just prepping for that for next year. So that's exciting.
I will look forward to that. And I just wanted to touch on, you're also remembered for hits in the latter 90s for a little bit of love and My Love Shower You with Kisses. Do you still look fondly back at the memories and the old TV performances? Plus, what do you think about the 90s coming back and attracting a new audience as well?
I love nostalgia music, and I love the fact that there's a lot of that happening right now with all the boy band resurgence and the girl band and all that stuff. I love it, and also I am a fan of the comeback. I love a good comeback. Um, I watched and actually people send me stuff all the time, but I do watch like my old Top of the Pops and stuff like that all the time. And someone sent me, I think it was me singing a little bit of Loving on Top of the Pops, and I'm just like, oh, there's baby Kelly. And what's actually really cool is that my guitarist that I did Top of the Pops with is still in my band now. So that's really cool as well.
And does it seem like such a long time ago, or does it? Some people say when they look back at nostalgia, it only seems like yesterday.
It feels like it didn't even happen. It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago, which is so
Ah,
mad. 'Cause I had a revelation yesterday. I was like, oh my God, because I just turned 50 and I was like, oh my God, I just turned 50 and like like so much has happened, but it also happened so fast. But then I'm thinking, if I'm lucky to live another 30, 40, 50 years, today will seem like so far away. So again, it's just more like just evidence of just really be present and really enjoy the present and really, live your life to the fullest for as long as you can.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
agree with that. Happy birthday for yesterday as well.
No, no, it wasn't yesterday. It was October, but it was my 50th, so it was a big thing. So yeah.
Sure. Every
Yeah.
day is a birthday for everyone, isn't it, really? That's what they say. And you mentioned you do a residency in Mayfair. Would you like to share that? Maybe people can come and watch you.
Yeah, so I'm there every Wednesday with my band. I'm not going to be there the first week in January. I'm going away for a well-deserved break. But literally, we're there every Wednesday. The band goes on. The first set is at 9:30. You don't have to buy a ticket. It's a restaurant, so you can come and have food, or you can come for a drink. Yeah, and it's on Piccadilly, just opposite the Ritz. It's called
Okay,
Sheesh.
brilliant.
Yeah,
And
called Sheesh.
You also work with Lisa Davies Promotions. How do you find working with that team and promoting your single, working together?
I think it's all going really well. Like I would say that I'm every day I'm in interviews and stuff. So they're, hit them and Mike, they're both doing really well.
Oh, that's great. Great to have a good team behind you. How
Yeah.
important is that these days?
It's very important because I feel like whilst there is this whole viral phenomenon, I can't say the word now, phenomenon, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of the time it's orchestrated. So you do need help with writing something like this. And I think it's such a beautiful song. It would be such a shame for no one to hear it. Do you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
emotion is important.
Sure. And I wanted to ask as well, with the music industry as well, there's so much talent coming out there. And do you feel that the government should, support, the music industry more, cut like the rent for recording studios as well, because that has been in the news lately.
I think they should definitely support the arts more. I don't know about cut the rent for studios because a lot of studios are privately owned. So then how are they going to pay their bills if the government is forcing them to cut their rent? However, they should definitely have some kind of subsidy for musicians. I think Ireland has just done that actually, where they're supporting their musicians. They understand the importance of what it brings to their culture, what it brings to their country, and ultimately, it does bring revenue in, when they have success stories. So I do think they should support the arts a lot more. Not to say that we don't get supported, but any creative will tell you it's a hard life
Yeah,
and there's a lot
sure.
of struggling. Do
Good
you know what I
answer
mean? So
there.
any extra help. And we all pay taxes, and I just think there's misappropriation of funding going on there, because there's never any money for this and there's never any money for that, but they find money to go to war. So I'm just like, no, let's use it on the arts. How
Yeah.
about that?
So it's certainly something they can look at.
Yes, 100%.
Good answer. And where's best for people to follow you on, say, like social media, streaming platforms, emailing lists?
So I'm on my website is www.kellyleroc.com, which is KELELEROC. I do have a contact form there if you want to contact me. But I'm also on Instagram, which is at Kelly LeRoc, all one word, Facebook, TikTok, Threads. I think my TikTok is Kelly LeRoc one. But yes, Instagram, I would say I'm more proactive on, and I kind of mirror it to Facebook and to Threads as well. And also I do a live stream from Sheesh every Wednesday with the band on TikTok.
Fantastic. And any final words you might just like to add to the interview or your friends, followers, or family?
I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a chance to listen to the track and watch a short horror movie. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, come say hey on Instagram.
Great. It's a real pleasure speaking with you, Kelly. And
Thank
thank you
you.
for
Thank
being a
you.
star. And best of
Thank
luck
you.
with your new single, your short horror video. And happy Christmas and have a restful, happy New Year as well.
You too. Thank you.
Kelly
Bye
Rock on
bye.
today's show. Special guest. Thanks so much for joining me, Danny here in
Thank
the
you.
UK.